How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing very well. Today's video is a little bit more of a serious video, yet you probably can't tell because my voice sounds like this. Yes, today's video is actually a serious video. There will be...
Yes, there will be an actual other video coming up today. Another episode of the Lord Roblox story will be coming up today as well. After this, maybe 2 episodes. I don't know yet. I've yet to make up my mind. But I wanted to talk about some stuff. This is more about like society's rules and how people live their lives. And I've come to figure out that some people just think that they have to tell you what you need to do with your life. And honestly, I think it's all bullshit. I mean, people think cursing is bad. I mean, yes, sometimes it can be very inappropriate at times. It can be bad for younger people to hear. I mean, like real young people, because then they'll repeat it. But as I've learned through my own life and my own ways, that it does not hurt a single thing. I mean, I will not curse around my younger family because they do pick up on it and repeat it at school because they're just that young. Now, like 10 and up, they're basically smart enough to know, don't say this, it's something you shouldn't say in front of other people unless you have a very good reason to say it. That's all I'm going to get into cursing. I mean, like, honestly, it's a very fine point to what you should and shouldn't say. I'm going to get into some backstory here for the whole reason why I'm getting into this whole video of why I'm talking about this, really. When I was born, I was told I would not survive past the age 14. That I basically had 14 years to live. Because when I was born blue, and I was deathly ill. They kept me in the hospital for damn near a year to keep me alive. And thanks to the doctors, I was kept alive, and I was able to make it to 14. To where I then had diabetes and celiac disease. I was diagnosed with those when I turned 8. And that was a life changer for me, and it showed me that the way I was living my life was not the way I should have been living it. I should have been living my life a little bit more free, doing what I like to do, and I shouldn't be living my life afraid of what other people are going to say about me or what they're going to do. My entire story here is based on my entire life has been I've been living my life based on the concept of tomorrow I'm going to die. When I was 8 and I was diagnosed with diabetes and celiacs, I had this giant life-changing thing happen, and I was scared that I was going to be remembered as this terrible kid who just did bad things, who was always mean to people and didn't really listen to nobody, and I was worried that people were going to remember me as that guy. So all the way from 8 to 14, I was a great guy, and I changed my life around from that point. But when I turned 14, they then decided to, when I went back into the doctor when I was 14, they said I wouldn't make it to be 20. I'm 21 now, and I'm still living my life the way I want to live it, specifically because I actually don't know when I will die. I don't have the normal life expectancy of a normal human being, of someone who's healthy and has had a great life. My life has been more of, you're going to be ill your entire life and you're not going to enjoy it. I mean, having diabetes and celiac, and yet what I went through when I was born, I actually really don't have an immune system, so I get sick real easily. So when people tell me that I need to start doing this with my life and change it by doing this, I simply look at them and tell them, shut up. I'm going to live my life the way I want to live it, because I don't know how long of a life I have. Honestly, people tell me that smoking, you saw me smoking a cigarette a second ago, people tell me smoking is very bad and I should quit. It's going to be the death of me. It's going to give me cancer and everything. And I just look at it and be like, if cancer wants to join the party, then fucking let it. Honestly, I'm not going to stop living my life the way I want to live it because other people are scared when I'm just sitting here living my life the way I want to live it. But now, I do have to say one thing. If you do not already smoke, don't. It's an expensive thing, and it's really not worth it. It's not exactly fun. It's not great. And once you start, it's kind of hard to stop. I have tried quitting over the years, specifically for my own needs, that I want to quit for... I want to have better lung capacity. I mean, I've got great lung capacity, but it's not as good as I would like it to be. My lungs kind of wheeze when I like breathe in deep. And seeing as I had asthma when I was younger, my lungs are still kind of messed up from that. But the main part of this is don't smoke if you have the choice. If someone comes up to you and says, hey, smoke this cigarette, it'll make you look cooler, don't. It doesn't make you look cooler. It actually makes you look like a douchebag. And yeah, obviously I'm calling myself a douchebag because I'm smoking cigarettes. And if you are one of the people who already do smoke cigarettes and stuff, well, don't let people control your life by saying you should stop, you should quit. I know several doctors who I have told that yes, I smoke, and they know my entire medical history, so they literally look at me and they're just like, alright. They don't try to tell me to stop. They don't say, stop smoking cigarettes, it's bad for you. The way my life has been and how complicated it's been for me. And the reason some think, including Zach, yes, a part of this channel, hi Zach if you're watching this, want me to start a new channel. Want me to completely restart because they're worried that this channel's not going to go anywhere because of some past videos I've made that may have listed my channel as adult content. Well, honestly, the videos aren't that bad, and I've done some looking into it. It shouldn't prevent me from carrying on with this channel at all. It's a possibility still, though. But I am stubborn enough, and I am willing to go down with this ship. I'm going to ride this channel out until it dies. And I mean, once this channel hits no subscribers, that kind of shit. Then I might actually restart a new channel and upload specific videos. Which, the Lord Roblox story will be one of those videos that gets re-uploaded. Which would actually be a great time for me to redo the first season. Completely roleplay that shit, because it would just be great to do that. People also tell me that one of my drinks I drink every day, even in the backgrounds of videos that most of the times y'all don't see, like in my Lord Roblox story, when I'm doing the drinking parts in it, like when I'm supposed to be getting drunk, I'm actually just sitting here with one of these, just going, yeah. People tell me energy drinks are bad for me. I say the same thing about energy drinks that I do cigarettes. I'm not going to let you control my life. I'm going to live it the way I want to live it. I don't follow society's rules for the one specific things, or they're fucking retarded. Yeah. Hold on. I can make that better. They are fucking retarded. Yeah. And blah, blah, blah. Honestly, a lot of their society rules, or societal rules, or however you want to say it, they're just built to control you. And I'm one of those guys who have never, ever bent knee to society. It kind of rhymed. I didn't mean for it to, but it did. Like when people tell me I shouldn't be cursing in public and stuff and shouldn't curse in front of certain people, I'm going to do it just because you told me not to do it. I will sit there and say every curse word in the entire fucking dictionary. I will literally pull out a dictionary and just look up every single fucking curse word and just say it in order. Just to piss that person off. Because they told me not to do it. It's a different way of expressing yourself. It's expressing a deeper feeling than other words can manage to say. In some of my older horror games, you'll literally hear me scream out, "Fuck!" I scream out fuck for one specific reason. That is the first word to come to my mind when I get scared because it just catches me off guard and I didn't expect it. So it's more of my mind saying, what the fuck just happened? That startled me. I can't monitor my thought process when I'm in the middle of a playthrough like that. Like, I don't want to be fake. I am not going to be fake. On this channel, I am who I am, and I will remain who I am. I will not let anyone tell me otherwise. I will continue to be me. Yes, I curse. I do want to cut back on how much I curse, because I do it a little excessively sometimes. But, like, in my role-playing things, I ain't gonna censor that stuff. Like in the Lord Grovok story, yes, he curses a lot, because that's who the Lord Grovok story is. It's Lord Grovok curses, and that's how he expresses himself. And I'm not going to censor it by going, dang it, or geez, and stuff like that. No, I'm going to say the actual dang word to basically get the point across of how that character is feeling at the point in time. Like in episode 14, which you guys have not seen yet. It's called Grovok Freaks Out, because he does. Because some stuff happens. So he freaks out and starts panicking, and yes, he starts repeating the word fuck. He says it once really loudly, and it echoes through the halls of the castle. So yeah, I just want y'all to know that I'm not going to change this channel just because everyone else is worried and scared. And I know Zach is really into this to want to be able to get the channel going farther, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going off of blind faith here. Like, I have faith that the channel will make it to what I want it to be one day, and I'm going to stand by that and keep it the way it is. Like, no matter what anyone says or does, I am not going to change, and I'm not going to worry and stress over some things that might not even be happening. Yeah. Hopefully one day we will be a big enough channel to be all over the world, supporting everyone and bringing happiness and joy to everyone's lives, and a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama, and a little bit of music. Because the Lord Grovok story is literally, it's a story. That's the reason I don't cut out the long talking sequences unless I did something retarded at that point in time. And I was like, there's no saving that. I'm just going to cut you out. Like, you guys saw my, it was episode 4 and 5 I was editing. There's a video on the channel about that. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. I was going over some of the files. I was showing y'all how I did it. And then when I got to the video editing part, I realized my audio was screwed. Some of the audio was a little buggy and was not very good, so I had to cut those parts out. It was the bar scene when we're in the bar getting drunk. I had to cut some of the story and stuff out because the audio was so glitchy in my responses. There was no saving it. I do believe I have fixed my microphone's issue with doing that. Yeah, like stuff like that. My Lord Grovok story, it is a story, so when watching this, remember that it's not meant to be funny. It's not meant to pull you in and hold you because It's comical. It's meant to pull you in and hold you for the story itself. There is a story behind the entire series. Everything that is done and said in the episodes is there for a reason. There is a backstory to every part of the episode. There's one of the episodes I made, Alan starts doing a creepy laugh right after Rigmore says something. No one will pick this up because not even Grovok knows why he's laughing. And he just plays it off as nothing, just carry on with your conversation. There's a reason that he laughed. Alan can see into the future. Alan knows what's to happen. He knows why he's still around. Because Alan is only around in Grovok's darkest times. And Alan actually has a real life background too. Which I'll get into that some other time if you guys would like me to. But yeah, he can tell the future. He can basically go into the void and convene with the other spirits and stuff like that and figure out what's going to happen, what's happening in this part of the world, what's happening at this point in time in the world, what is this specific person's future. Alan knows all of this, and he's very creepy about it. He puts out little hints of, I know what's about to happen, I know why I'm still here, trust me bud, you're gonna need me.
Trust me, I know what's to come. You're gonna need me. And then Grovok just gets really confused. He's like, that doesn't make me feel any better. And Alan's just like, good, very good.
Yeah, Alan's not the nicest person. He's never been a nice person in the series. He typically likes to mess around and annoy Grovok, really. That's really his main attention, is to annoy Grovok. But his actual point of being around is his physical reason for being there is to protect Grovok from both emotional pain and physical pain. If Grovok feels too much physical pain, Alan will take over his entire body, which actually has only happened a couple times in the series, but Grovok does not know it. And when he takes over, Grovok doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't realize that something's going on, and Alan basically takes control and steers him away from the danger, the pain. He just wants Grovok to be safe and okay. In like his little law book, he's got like some rules in there that he's got to follow. Like, keep this person safe. Keep them happy. If something specific keeps them happy, make sure that specific thing stays in their life. It's that kind of shit. The Lord Grovok story is a story. There is some comedy parts in there. Episode 8, literally Alan starts singing and annoying Grovok. I mean, it's already on the channel, so I'm not really spoiling much. If you guys haven't seen it, you should go check it out. It's honestly probably one of my most favorite comical episodes. I mean, Alan's just, he's being childish, which happens a lot. Basically, to imagine the relationship of Alan and Grovok, just imagine a married couple that just bicker back and forth every once in a while and just do the stupidest things. But, yes. Back to the main meaning of this video. The energy drink's kicking in. Hold on, I need more. Yeah. I'm glad Rockstar came out with that flavor. I mean, I used to have some favorite flavors. That one knocks all of them off the fucking board. It's delicious. I mean, it tastes like cotton candy. And it's sugar-free, so it's good for my diabetes. So I don't have to worry about, you know, just... because it's happened. So I do try to take care of myself. The moral of this entire story, do what you like to do. Don't let people tell you what you can and cannot do. Don't let them control your life. Now, there are bad things and there are good things. And then you have the neutral zone. This is where I like to be. Right here in the neutral zone. Because I'm neither being good nor bad. But sometimes I do like to shift over to the good side. Do good things. Which surprises people a lot because normally I'm just neutral. I like society. I like hanging out with people. Being social. But I don't like their rules. Honestly, the hospital has a rule. If I don't show up once a year, they can't give me my insulin. Yes, it's because in that one short year, I stopped being diabetic. So they're just like,
you haven't shown up for a year, so you're obviously no longer diabetic.
Then in comes me. What the fuck you mean I'm no longer diabetic? Obviously, if I don't take my insulin, I still go into a coma. Let it be everywhere. Yeah, if you guys enjoy my content, please leave a like on it to allow me to know whether you like it. Usually if a video has at least 3 likes, I will continue making those videos. The likes are literally just my way of knowing that you like that kind of content and that you would like me to keep doing it. Commenting also allows me to know whether there was a specific thing you liked about it, or if there was a specific thing you didn't like about it but you still enjoyed it, or if there's something you think I should do. Like, if you got an idea for a game you want me to play, go ahead. Give me that idea down below and I'll see if I can do something with it. Like, I was given the idea for Grand Theft Auto 5 online roleplay servers. And honestly, I am thinking about just haunting the internet services around where I live until one of them decide, we're going to go give this guy faster internet so he shuts the hell up. Yeah, I'm probably going to be that guy. I'm going to annoy them and make them give me better internet. I mean, I have no problem paying for better internet. I just have to find someone who's able to provide it in the middle of BFE. Never mind that. But yeah, like, I've been given that idea, and I have honestly already thought up an entire thing for that. Warning, if you are watching the Lord Grovok story, this might be the part where you want to end the video, because this will be the last topic I talk about. Because this is probably going to be a spoiler for the next season. So, bye. Hope you had a wonderful time here. Like, subscribe, comment, share my videos, please. It helps out a lot. Okay, now time for the spoiler. I was thinking after Season 3 is done, that for Season 4 it would be nice that, since I was given the idea for the Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm still working on the name, but right now I've gotten Grovok Lost in Time, Grovok's Misadventures, because it could also be like Grovok Lost, but there's also another type of series that I was going to do is Grovok's Backstory. Like, what happened before the border. Like, before Skyrim took place. Like, before the main game actually happens. Because Rigmore asked in one of the episodes what I remember of my childhood, and the game kind of drove it into the way of basically the way the game is played. And I threw in a little things afterwards, giving some hints that, yeah, I remember some stuff from my childhood. And then Alan's big mouth just opens up and starts letting out, like, secrets. Things that Grovok wants to keep secret. And he's, like, questioning Grovok, saying, why didn't you tell Rigmore what actually happened before the border? And Grovok's reply is simply this. What happened before the border is something she really doesn't need to know. It's not important, and she doesn't need to know about it. Grovok wants to keep his past a secret, But now this is where I will not spoil it. Was Grovok's past good? Or was it bad? Was he a good guy or a bad guy? Was he a villain or a hero? What was Grovok doing before he crossed that border and got captured? Was he a part of the Empire back then? Or did he only join up after he crossed the border? Who knows? Well, I know. But you won't know. Not until it happens. Okay. Now for the rest of you who have stuck around to this spoilish end. If you do enjoy my content, let's do a little voice shit here. I don't know what this voice sounds like, but we're gonna do Lost in Space. If you did enjoy my content, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and share my videos. Your likes help out, and sharing my videos allows my videos to be spread, and we can build up the Grovok Entertainment community. Grovok Entertainment is specifically around to entertain people and to give you things to watch, entertain. Yes. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it. Although I think it's probably going to get thumbs down because it's literally just me talking. But if you did like it, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. Hit the little bell button to be notified every time my videos come out. And I will see you in whatever I'm at next, my good friends. Bye-bye.